So many people have asked me that where am I coming from? What's my story? What's my past? Some people think that I went lucky because I found something I love, that I found my purpose, and that they wish they could do that too. Well, I certainly didn't got lucky. In fact, it was one of the most difficult things to be able to pursue my purpose. Now, I'm aware of Indian families. For them, passion and purpose doesn't matter. It's beyond their understanding. For them, all that matters is the financial security. Money is equal to happiness. That's it. That's life. For your information, I grew up in a similar environment. I grew up in a joint family. My father and his brothers were self-made. They started their businesses at a very young age because they didn't have any money. And so, financial security became their ultimate goal. For them, money was everything, and business was the source of it. And so, me and my brothers were told at a very young age that we have to join family business after school and college. That's all we were told our entire childhood. And we start believing it because whatever you have been told as a child becomes your reality. You start seeing your life like that because when you are young, you don't argue with your parents. Whatever you have been told, you believe that. So I grew up with this mentality that I will join my family business right after my college. And so I never thought about pursuing something else because I had no idea. During school, I was involved in dance and music and I was really good at it. But not once did I ever got a thought that I should pursue it as my profession. That's how powerful childhood conditioning is. When you are constantly told that you are supposed to do something, you don't get courage to think of something else. And this happens with all of us. So my school got over and I went to college. So the plan was that I'll go to college, spend 3 years, I'll learn, I'll experiment, I'll enjoy, I'll party, and I'll come back, join a family business. It was that simple, and I was prepared for that. But then something happened that changed my life. So during my college days, one of my friends back in home, he committed suicide, and I went directionless for a while. That incident made me aware of this term called mental health. Before that, I never thought about it. Few months later, I started helping my friends whenever they were sad. I used to cheer them up, I used to motivate them, I used to listen to them, I used to help them. Few weeks later, I started receiving their messages that how grateful they were for my advice and that it really helped them. That's when it clicked me. And the most interesting part was that I was doing all of these things without being aware of it. Because now I had fear of losing people. I started helping these people out of fear because of the previous incident that I had gone through. And then I realized that I do care about people's mental health. It breaks my heart whenever someone commits suicide or when I saw someone sad. And that's when it hit me that I have a purpose. I love doing it. And moreover, the world needs it. And I was good at it. That's all. That's all I needed. That's all we need. Now people in my place would get excited for hearing their true calling. Me, on the other hand, got nervous and tensed because I was supposed to join business. How can I dream of something else? How will I tell my family? They will be disappointed. And that's what happened. I gained a lot of courage to share with them that I want to study further, that I want to explore this field and gain more knowledge about it. But they said no, straight no. So that's what I did. I went back home and joined family business where I worked there for 1.5 years. I was making a good amount of money, but I wasn't fulfilled. People often confuse happiness with satisfaction. I was making money and I was happy about it, but I wasn't fulfilled at the end of the day. Human being craves fulfillment. And so finally I decided that this is not working out. And so again I gained a lot of courage to speak to my family that I need a gap year or a few gap months. Finally, I went to them and there were a lot of chaos. They wouldn't agree. How funny is that? I wanted to help people with their mental health and dedicate my life to it. And yet I was feeling so bad about it. My family made me feel that I betrayed them. They were so disappointed. But somehow I convinced them and took a gap year to work on myself, to work on my skills, and to reconnect with my purpose. But again, there was a condition that I have to come back and join family business. So I had to say yes because I had no other choice. So I took a gap year, and this time when I came back, I was sure that I don't want to join family business and I won't. Things went crazy at home. They were disappointed, there was a lot of argument, but I stood by my decision because this time I wanted to follow my heart and wanted to follow my true calling because that's where I felt fulfilled. I went through a lot of insecurities, a lot of financial struggles, a lot of difficulties to reach to the point where I am today. Things were really challenging, but you know what was the interesting part? I was fulfilled this entire time because following my purpose gave meaning to my life. Things were difficult, but I was doing fine. And that's the power of pursuing your heart. I'm sharing this story because I know that a lot of you guys have similar kind of family pressure and you end up following their dream, not yours. They did what they had to do according to their own timeline, but now it's your life, it's your time, and you have to act according to it. And most importantly, you have to live life on your own terms. I know there is no guarantee that you will be successful, but you will never know if you won't try. Here is something that helped me when I found my purpose, and it still does. So when I discovered my purpose, I was really confused that should I follow it or not. Here are the 4 questions that I asked myself during that time. Number 1, is there something that I love doing? The answer is yes. Number 2, am I good at it? The answer is yes. I was receiving positive feedback and I feel I was good at it. Number 3, do the world need it? Of course the world needs it. There are so many people who are suffering with their mental health. Number 4, can I get paid for it? Again, the answer is yes. So ask yourself these 4 questions, and if the answer is yes, that's all that matters. Trust me, if you like something, if you are good at it, if the world needs that thing, and if you can get paid for it, that's all we need. At last, you have 2 options: short-term disappointment or long-term regret. If you follow your parents' dream, they will be happy, but you will regret years later. And no wonder you will end up resenting them. Or you follow your heart, they will be disappointed, but that will be temporary. But once they see you happy and successful, they will understand. And you, on the other hand, will live a fulfilled life, which will be full of meaning. If this video helped you, even 1%, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Farewell.